What's up, everybody? It's your boy Walking Mandu, and we are back at Wrenchrenchers Garage. And today we need to do some catching up because you know I haven't made a video in probably about 6 or 7 months. So it's been a little while, so I need to take you guys back in time on some of the stuff that I've been working on for the past 6 or 7 months. You already know about the injury that I had. You already know that I ended up doing some stuff on the Corvette. You know I got it running already, but I need to take you back to show you how I kind of got to the stage that I'm at now. And right now the Corvette, as you can see, I've already taken the transmission back to a new transmission builder because unfortunately the last transmission builder that I had, well, he just couldn't cut it. He didn't do the job. This transmission never worked. The Durango transmission never worked. You know, the guy's 0 for 2, and that's about all I can do as far as being out 2 transmissions, being out a bunch of money, and being out a whole lot of time. So, unfortunately, it just didn't work out. You know, I hope he improves in the future, but I gotta go with somebody else because I can't keep doing that. So, with all that out of the way, here you go. I'm gonna give you guys a sneak peek of in the past from all the footage that I've done, which is a lot of footage, but I've decided instead of making like 6 or 7 videos, I've decided to make one video and bring you guys back in time to get you guys all cut up. Deal? Deal. All right, so here's the first thing that happened. We're starting with the Corvette, and I'm gonna show you that situation right now. So due to the failed attempt at running the engine, I ended up doing the brakes, and I ended up also putting in this brand new lower profile oil pan. I addressed another fuel leak that I had. I went ahead and took care of that. I hooked up the transmission lines to the radiator. Okay guys, so I ended up having to order a set of parking brake hardware. So while we're waiting for the owner to get here, I'm gonna go ahead and start on this. And I put one side in, but we are getting ready to fire this thing because the owner of the Corvette is here and we are gonna go ahead and try this thing. But first we're gonna unbox our ECU. We have a nicely wrapped, pretty stock, reprogrammed ECU. And PCM sent some stickers. Got me a nice little sticker with a nice little vinyl sticker. And then we have some tuning information here. There you go. All right, come on, let's fire, baby. Be loud. Didn't expect that. Okay guys, it is the following day and I didn't start it last night because I actually wanted to sleep. I didn't want to start it and I have another problem, and then here I am, can't sleep because I'm trying to figure that out. So I just wanted to get it all put together last night. I'm gonna go ahead and try to fire it now. Let's just hope this works. Well, that turned out bad. Well guys, I think I found the problem. That injector is leaking fuel pretty darn bad. Well, there's the problem, guys. O-ring got demolished somehow. I just didn't seat it properly. So that's my bad. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and change that out. And then we're gonna just test for leaks. And then I have to go get another fire extinguisher. And I'm gonna wait till somebody gets here, and then we're both gonna go ahead and check for leaks and make sure this thing's right. But that's it. That's what did it. Yeah, that was kind of crazy, right? The thing caught on fire with that whole situation there, and it was really nerve-wracking. It's even more nerve-wracking watching that video. So. All right, guys, I just wanted to document this. This is a milestone. This is the first time this car has been on its own tires without the help of those or being on this lift in over a year and a half. Sounds good. Sounds beefy. All right, everybody. So the engine has been running for a solid maybe 8, 9, maybe even 10 minutes. It sounds good. There's no smoke. There's no clanging. There's no weird noises. We are going to have to change that pulley because it's wobbling around way too much. But however, I was looking at my little gauge here for the alternator, and it was holding right at 14.06, perfect. Anything over 14 is a plus. We're idling at right around just about 1050, maybe 1100 RPM. All of our gauges are rock solid. Look at that temp, just under 200, perfect. Look at that oil pressure, right at 60, and if you give it gas, it'll go to 60, and it's doing its job. This gauge says 13 volts, but we're actually at 14.6. It's been sitting like this, idling for a while. I just wanted to make sure we weren't gonna have any cutouts or anything. It turns out that the problem with that was the intake manifold. We ordered a cathedral port manifold. They sent us a square port manifold in the cathedral port manifold box. So all the numbers matched except for it was the wrong manifold. So the engine had a severe vacuum leak, and it decided as soon as you started the vehicle, it wanted to go right up to red line, which is a no bueno on a built engine, on a freshly built engine. And then it came to the point where we were having trouble with the oil pan. The oil pan, just even the smaller oil pan that I put on there didn't work. So we had to go with even a smaller oil pan. And then that oil pan didn't fit, so I had to get another oil pan. And finally we got like third oil pan, it finally fit. We got that taken care of. So that's my new hired hand right now. This is Mr. Tony T. and he's helping me out with the Supra, and we'll be getting to that whole situation in just a second. Oh, he sold me the temporary transmission that went into the Durango, but unfortunately that one only had one gear. But it had reverse, so it had reverse and like whatever other gear it decided to just stay in when it drives. But it's in the truck. It got it off the lift. You know, that's all I really cared for, is getting it off the lift. If it worked, then I was going to keep it in there and sell the truck as is, and then sell the transmission separately. But since that one didn't work, it still did the job and got it off the lift and got it into a parking spot, and I can drive it back onto the lift when the other transmission comes back from the first transmission builder, which I don't really trust that build, so I might send it to my second transmission builder. It's a whole big mess. I'm running on and on. Sorry for the jibber jab. Jibber jabber? No, well, I'm not. Sorry for the rambling. Now, what we're talking about here is the transmission for the Corvette. Now, it didn't get reverse, it didn't get drive. The only thing it got was second gear. Ended up changing a bunch of parts inside. The solenoids, we changed the valve body. Nothing seemed to work, so it just had to come out, and now it's at another transmission builder. So that's that. So while that's at the transmission builder, I had Tony come by and help me out here, where we're now doing this. So now we're going to the fun stuff. So this is the Toyota Supra. You guys remember this vehicle. And what we're doing now is we're stripping off the bumper, we're taking off the fenders, and we're gonna start stripping the engine bay, because I'm gonna have to paint this engine bay. There's a lot of scrapes and scratches and stuff. Not that I have to paint it, but you guys know how I am about engine bays. You know I like them clean, you know I like to paint them, and you know I like keeping them nice and neat. In the meantime, I do have a customer car that I want to take a quick look at. You got Foster over here guarding it. And also we have a new project in the mix. This is of the German variety, because I got bit by the car owner virus bug, and it caused me to buy a German vehicle. You probably know what it is, but this is a teaser, not a reveal, so we'll be getting to that at another time. This is Tony's El Camino, probably a LS swap coming in that thing. Let me know what you guys think. We have the original OG Mark III Supra here that had the 7M in it, but I have other plans for that, so that's going to change. I haven't told you guys anything about the Honda. It's been on my Instagram, so if you guys watch my Instagram, you know a little bit about this car, but it's up for sale now, and it looks like I'm going to have to do, by the time I sell it, I'm going to be doing maybe a recap on how this thing got to where it was, do a recap video on that, and then release it. So here's the Durango, the bane of my existence. Bad transmission in there. It still looks good. We put wheels and tires on there. There's a whole thing about that, so we'll probably go back in time and do a little bit about that before we put the other transmission in there. I'm gonna go ahead and throw a time lapse on for Tony, and then kind of getting this thing ready for prep and paint, and that's today's video. So I hope you guys are enjoying some of this content. I'll be back shortly. All right, so we finally got this thing. We got fender removed. We got we got the bumper off, and just, oh my God, that looks terrible.
You're telling me.
That is absolutely. I think we're gonna go.
Hey.
That's horrible. I have a nicer one coming off the parts car, so I'm probably going to put the one from the parts car on here and just go ahead and go with the 86 to 89 front end, because I bet you all the hardware's a lot better. I bet you this the bash bar is better, and it'll look prettier, and I'll be happier, and I think that's the move. So we're going to have 86 fenders and an 86 front end on this 91, and I don't care what anybody says about me doing that. You guys go build your own freaking car. But so far we're making some progress, so we're gonna go ahead and take this other fender off here, and we're gonna start on the engine bay and see how far we get on that. And if we finish that today, I will be a very, very happy guy. So see you guys in a little bit. Okay guys, it is nighttime now. I had a couple of customer cars I had to do, and I didn't get to do as much as I wanted to do on the Supra, get back to you guys as soon as I wanted to. However, I did have to end this video. But before I end this video, I want to show you guys the progress that's been made. And before I show you that, I just want to give a big shout out to Mr. Tony Anthony Taft. Thank you so much for all of your help, man. Without you, I don't know if I would have gotten this far, but I am really, really excited to. This is the first time I've been excited to see a car this torn down, but check this out. So bam, here we go, guys. This is, I'm so excited to see this thing stripped down this much. So I just want to go ahead and thank Tony for coming through and helping me out with this. This is so awesome. You can see we have the firewall almost completely stripped down. I'm going to be removing the brake booster. I don't know if I'm going to refurbish this brake booster, get a new one, or get one of those boosterless master cylinders from Willwood. That would be really cool. It'd be like a huge flex on this car. But soon we're going to be removing the exhaust once we get this rolled over to the lift, and I'm going to take the tank out. But man, Tony came over here and killed it. He removed all this stuff. So I'm pretty happy. I'm extremely ecstatic. This is moving forward at a pace that I'm really, really happy with. And that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. If you guys like what I'm doing here, consider subscribing. If you really like what I'm doing, not only subscribe, hit that little like button, that little thumbs up. And if you don't like what I'm doing, you can hit dislike, but go ahead and leave in the comments why you didn't like it so I can improve. Help me out. So thanks again. You guys keep wrenching. Wrench, wrench out. Peace.
Now I remember your smile.